Here we go.
The Fly Fifer podcast. Let's talk. Your chat, your way.
Here we are, sir, we're back. And today I'm sat with a guest who I've been following on TikTok, as I do with so many. And I've watched this guy do a wee tour of Scotland. So I'm going to get him straight in, and I know he's dying to talk, and I'm going to get him to introduce himself and give us the who, what, when, where, why. And just, this isn't because you're a Scouser, right? But I usually always say to people, because I was brought up with my mum and dad watching Scylla.
Yes.
What's your name? Where'd you come from? That was a shite accent.
Well, unfortunately, James, there's no good-looking women behind the door. It's just me and you, pal.
It's just me and you. Right, it's on you, my friend. Please, if you don't mind, for anyone who's watching and listening, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm. My name's Wayne Woods, 51 years of age. I know I don't look it. I look 61. Born and bred in Liverpool, which, funny enough, the Scottish people have reminded me a little bit of Liverpool people. Hearts as big as anything. Love the crack. Enjoy a pint. And they live day to day, which is what it's all about, mate.
It's definitely the way.
It's definitely what it's all about.
I see, like the Scousers and the Geordies and the Scottish. There's definitely some sort of latent. Yeah. It's like they've cut the country off too far up.
Yeah, they have. They definitely have. You know, morals as well.
The
exact same morals.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I was in a pub in Ullapool. I hope I pronounced that correct, because I did ask lots of people. Is Ullapool in like
Ullapool? Yeah.
I was in Ullapool the other night, and I was sat with this old chap. I'd say late 60s, early 70s. His name was Bob. I was sat at a pint with him, proper Highland man. And you could see this delight on his face. Just sat there having a pint. Never met the man before in my life, and you could see the delight of somebody else enjoying what he's been brought up with,
having a conversation. Yeah.
I think when he was looking at my face, he was thinking, "That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about." You know, as long as you respect this part of the world, because trust me, it is. I think I don't think there's anywhere like this in the world. Yeah. You know, my mum sadly passed away 2 years ago. Yeah. But she spent the last 12 years. My dad passed away 14 years ago. So when my dad passed, my mum emigrated to Barbados. Spent the last 12 years of her life in Barbados, which I'm glad, because it probably prolonged their life a bit. Yeah. But I've been on tours around Barbados. It doesn't touch this.
Doesn't? No.
Mate, it's not
the white sands and stuff like that.
It's a fantastic island to drive around. Yeah. But it's not the Highlands. No way. It's not even close. I had the same conversation with my brother yesterday that's done the NC500. And he said the same. He said, Barbados doesn't touch you. Yeah. And if you see some of the videos I've put on TikTok, sadly for a lot of the people that are following me, and I'll come to the followers in 2 seconds. Yeah. Sadly for some of the people that are following me, it's like the NC500. It's like it speaks to you on the way around. And it says to you, we'll give you a passing place here where you can stop and take a video. Aye. The rest is for you. So some of the best parts I've not videoed.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
It's impossible. Yeah. But you know, it's the followers have made me want to do videos. Right. Because, you know, when I left home, I had 600 followers. I think by the time I'd have finished this, I'd have gone up to past 3,000 followers, which is phenomenal. Yeah. But the Scottish comments are warming. There's just, you know, a lot of them have been saying the Scottish Tourism Board needs to get hold of this lad's journey and pay him. And my reply is to that. And I don't want to sit and knock anybody. Yeah. But surely somebody at the Scottish Tourism Board must see what I see.
Oh, they do. Of course
That's the easiest sail in the world, lad.
Oh, man. Listen, I've been up here a couple of months in Loch Carron, and it gets busy. That Bailick gets busy. You know, me and the kid call it the bollock, because the first time we went over it, it was a bit of a nightmare to get over. But
it's like
it gets busy here, buddy.
It's just it's a stunning part of the world. Yeah. You know, I left home last Sunday. I got up to Stirling. I had a nice night in Stirling as well, by the way. Yeah. And a 3-hour drive up to Inverness. Stayed in Inverness. And funny enough, and I hope he watches this at some point, there was a lad I fought 30 years ago in an SL ABA finals down in London.
All right, okay.
As a kid from Inverness. Right. So we followed each other on Facebook. Long story short, I said to him I was going to do the NC500. He said, stay in Inverness for one night. Me and him had not seen each other for 30 years.
30 years, wow.
Ball. And bear in mind, the last time I seen him, he beat 7 shades of crap out of me in a boxing ring in London. But do you know what? It was nice for him because he showed me parts of Loch Ness and parts of Inverness and up near the bay where the dolphins swim. He showed me part of that. The tourists wouldn't go because he was a local lad.
He's a local,
Then from Inverness up to John O'Groats. Now, John O'Groats for me was a bucket list. I wanted a picture by the post. But I stayed there. I had no intention of staying at John O'Groats. Everybody said it was very quiet at John O'Groats. I had no intentions of staying at John O'Groats. But to wake up in the morning and cook a sausage butty overlooking that coastline, and I stood there and thought, nobody's cooking a sausage butty further north than me as I speak right now.
Yeah.
You know, I find myself singing in the van.
Brilliant.
It's like when you get to Inverness, it's like, and I've written a poem that's only 3 parts through, which I'm not going to share with you today because I'm going to do it when I finish Scotland. Yeah. But it's like when you get to Inverness, it's like the Highlands puts its hand inside your heart and soul, takes it all out, and says, son, drop the shit off here, and we'll refill it on the way back up here. Yeah. And that's exactly what the Highlands have done. Good. It's exactly what the Highlands have done.
And I'm also glad, because when I first seen you posting, I don't know where you were at the time, but I was like, I had posted, do east to west, and I posted that a couple of times. I don't know if you've seen it or didn't see it, I don't know. And I'm glad that you did anyway, because it's like what you've shown everybody on your way around. Doing east to west is just phenomenal. And I didn't mean that bad.
No.
Of the East Coast. I don't mean to bring down the East at all. It's just that it's more managed in the East. You can see there's a lot of farming, a lot of agriculture, a lot of management of the land. But then as you get to go west, it starts getting a bit rugged and a bit gnarly. The roads get narrower and shit
like,
gets real.
Yeah, it does. But
and that baggage that you left off at Inverness
still there.
Enlightens you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's like, you know, I'm lucky enough where, if people look at my posts and my videos, I know I'm a very, very, very lucky man. 9 years ago, I started my own business. Yeah. Then I went through a really messy divorce. My business, I was hands-on with my business every day, 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. I would not have been able to do this. And when I went through my divorce, my wife used to do all the admin parts of it. Got you. So I became then her, and my number 2 became me. Right. So it made me office bound. So I can work from anywhere in the world as long as I've got my Wi-Fi. Right. Okay. And I know not everybody's in that position. However, if anybody takes anything away from this podcast, the one thing I do want to give you is, right? Here you go. You go to Europe on a package holiday. You'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll kick your husband out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning to put this towel on the same bed you sat at yesterday. And you'll have a fantastic time, and it'll be a good crack, and it'll cost you about £3,000 for you and the family to go and do that. You see different things every day. You see different things every 5 minutes. Yeah. The views. It's like I said in one of my posts, the destinations are fantastic, but the drive makes a journey. Yeah. The drive on this journey is just, it's awe-inspiring. It's jaw-dropping. It's, you know, and without going too deep and meaningful, and I don't want no sympathy for this, I really don't, but if it reaches somebody out there, I went through a really, really, really crappy, bitter divorce. Right. Okay. And it was horrible. Yeah. And 6 months into that. When 2 hearts break, they don't break even and all that. And you'll never get a good divorce, man. No, let's face it. There's no one going to have a good one. But we were business partners. We were, you know, we had properties together. We had things together. But halfway through that, 6 months into that horrible, I lost my mum. Right. And it broke me. Right. And there was one Saturday afternoon, and luckily, I don't know why I did, but I rang my accountant and said, I've had enough. Right. I put the phone down. 10 minutes later, I had a noose around my neck in the back garden. Oh, wow. And he jumped up and stopped me. The dog? Yeah. Bailey? He jumped up and said, Dad. I don't know if you've seen Bailey cutting about, but he's here. He's here. Yeah. He jumped up and said, Dad, who's going to look after me like you do? Yeah. And then the mental health team jumped over the back of my fence and looked after me for a little bit. Yeah. Now, I didn't believe I was mentally ill. I didn't. I just think life was giving me a kick in the stones. But it's quite a harsh jump. I mean, massive jump. Massive. You know, to go from
success, married, business, you know, to like that all breaking down, and then you putting a noose around your neck. I mean, was it that, or is there something else?
No, I think what it was for me is
accumulation or something.
I think what it was for me is, you know, and I was thinking this today when I was driving up here.
Yeah.
Losing my mum.
Yeah.
Is, see, I was brought up, if you've got a problem, you blow your nose, you pull your socks up and you get on with it. Kick on, son. Kick on.
Yeah.
Losing my mum is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody out there that's not speaking to their mum, go and solve it. Because I think if I'd have lost my mum and we weren't speaking, that guilt would live with me for the rest of my life. You know, you've only got one mum.
Only got one. Yeah. Mine batters it into me and has done all my life. You only got one pal in this world, and that's your mum. Yeah. Doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life, she will be your best friend in the whole. We all get our mates and we all say, "Oh, I love you, brother," and that, but there's no love like that with your mum.
No, there's none at all.
None at all.
But the journey I've gone on since that day in my back garden when the dog jumped up, and then when my mum's money came through, I mean, my mum didn't have much.
Yeah.
But my mum left us all £15,000 each, and one of five. I was quite a chunk of money for a woman.
Chunk of money,
So I gave my daughter £5,000.
Right.
Who spunked it in about 2 weeks, and I thought, there's no way my mum's worked all her life for you to do that with her cash. Yeah. So I sat back and thought, what do I want to do with mum's money? Yeah. Thought mum loved travelling. Mum always wanted a motorhome. Right. I never thought about a motorhome before in my life. So I bought this motorhome. I put the rest down, put the £10,000 towards it, put the sticker on the back, and her ashes go with me. But I've had that motorhome 6 months. I've had the best 6 months of my life. Oh. So if anybody's out there feeling down or feeling crap, life will give you a second chance.
Oh, definitely will.
Life will give you a second chance.
Yeah.
You know, there's one of me videos back a while ago, and I was on Shell Island Beach in Wales, and I got talking about where I was and where I am, and you look at the views and you look around you and think, I wouldn't have seen any of this. I wouldn't have seen any of it. No. My mum is, and it's like, you do only have one mum, but it's priceless what I've seen in the last 6 months, and I've had. And
you know, she's not gone anywhere.
No,
I say this to a lot of people. Like, she's physically not here. Yeah, but she lives inside you, bro.
All day long, mate.
She is in there. Yeah. You wouldn't be the man you were without June.
No, I wouldn't.
So she's not gone anywhere.
No, she hasn't.
She's just inside you, part of you. The living, you know, everything you do is through what you've learned.
But from what I've seen this last week.
And she kicked you in the arse to do this.
Yes, she did. Yeah, definitely. Even in Thurso, and I don't think Thurso is a popular destination on NC500. I think people drive through it.
Yeah, okay?
I stopped there because I don't know why I did. Just stopped at Thurso, pulled into a campsite. If any availability, yes, we have. And I went for a walk up to the town. Yeah, and I walked into this, and it was a proper locals pub. Right. Proper locals pub. But I'm as bold as brass, and I'd make a friend in the phone box. And there's these 5 lads sat there, and one of them was an old boy. And he had a carrier bag with him, and in the carrier bag he had a loaf of bread, a pint of milk, and a pack of beef. Right? True story. So I'd forgot my dog's treats. My dog's treats were back in the motorhome, back in the campsite, which was about a mile walk. So I went up to the bar, I said, any pork scratching? And she went, no, we don't have them. Oh, God. So this man went into his bag, opened up his pack of beef, and started feeding my dog beef. So I said to him, what are you going to have for your tea? He said, looks like it's effing toast, doesn't it? But I thought, what a man. What a man. I had a good crack with these 5, 6 lads. Didn't understand everything they said, but I had a good crack with them for about a couple of hours. Right. But this has just been one of the most roller coaster, up and down journeys I've ever been on in my life. You know, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll know that I've got till Friday before my tablets run out. Right. Yeah. Somebody put me in the right direction for pharmacy.
Well, you know that when you've seen it on the way in, that practice is a pharmacy as well. So if they can get you, they'll do it. And I think you can do that nowadays. I think you can go into a GP anywhere. Yeah, well, everything's online.
Of course, but as we speak, my business partner's on his way to my house to take a picture of all my 5 tablets that I take send them over. So when I get down to the shop, the pharmacy, I'll just say, look, that's what I need. because I'm not ready to go home.
It's probably maybe as well going to have run out.
Well, I'm going to take my tablets in and say, look, I don't want to go home yet.
Aye. Yeah.
I'm up till
Yeah,
Thursday.
fair enough, yeah.
But I might take 2 days out and...
I mean, I think it's okay nowadays. I don't think that's a big drama.
Do you know what? I'll tell you something. My tablets are have a lansoprazole.
Yeah.
And that's the important one.
That's the drink.
It's not going to stop me drinking, though.
It's the drink. It's like chocolate, if you like it.
It is. It's everything that's nice.
It's the
everything
butter.
that's nice. So the lansoprazole I can't do without, because without it I can't eat.
Yeah.
And I need to eat on this journey.
Yeah.
The rest are like blood thinners, aspirins, astrovastatins. This is the medication. The Highlands are curing all of that.
Yeah.
Blood pressure must be right down.
Oh, guaranteed it'll be fucking right down. Have
right
you got
down.
a wee machine to check yourself?
I don't need it, mate. I'm feeling good.
You feel good.
I'm walking up hills that I couldn't do back home.
Well, it's funny you fucking meeting me. If you need Lanzaprazole, I've got a fucking box it in there.
Legend. Well, if that's the case, all I need now is a campsite with a laundrette, and I'm here for another week.
There you go. Is that the main one? Is Lanzaprazole?
That's the one the others I can live without.
Aye.
I'm sure.
Listen, I can give you fucking... How many do you take?
One a day.
One a day?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some.
Good man.
Because I've got the same problem, heartburn, fucking, and I only take them when I need them now because I've managed to control my diet.
Yeah,
so
it's exactly what it is. It's
diet.
It's
diet.
diet. It's diet.
Yeah, don't drink anymore. So fucking.
Unfortunately.
Aye.
But you know what? Even this journey, believe it or not, because my routine back home is it is a routine. It's wake up in the morning, clear all my emails.
Yeah.
But back home, I get cabin fever because my office is in my house.
Right. Do you mind me asking what you do?
So I started, I think it was 9 years ago with 3 vans.
Right. Okay.
I work for a big company inside of Amazon, 14 years ago.
Right.
Started off as driver, became a manager, area manager, operations manager.
Right.
From Land's End to John O'Groats, but I never went past Glasgow.
Right. Got you.
Long story short, Amazon approached me and said, "We absolutely love you, but we're not a keen at the company you work for."
Right.
Long story short, why don't you set up on your own? So I set up with 3 vans, and I've now got 105. And it's just and you know what? I'm no Richard Branson.
No.
I'm just a grafter.
Man,
I'm just rolled my sleeves up and worked hard.
It's that 7 days a week thing, man. You know what I mean? That pays off after a while.
Mate, I got to the point when I was about 5 years in, and I'd had some number 2s and another number 2 and another number 2. However, this number 2 that I've got now, he reminds me of me.
Right, good.
He's the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
You know, I spoke to him on the way up here. I said, "Look, nip round, take a picture of me prescription. Also, pick up all the post." I said, "Because
he'll be mounting up.
It takes me."
Tell me you've not got a glass door.
No, I've not got a glass door.
Good.
But what we will have is we'll have, because as you can imagine, 105 vans on the road. We get parking tickets, we get speeding fines.
Everything.
You have a window to deal with them.
Yeah.
So I said to James, "You better go and open up all the post, and then ring me with what needs paying." So he's going to do that today.
Good.
I'm trying to box it off because my initial plan was come and see you today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about something else in 2 seconds, and I'm sure you will tell me as a Scottishman. Right?
Aye.
I want to go to the Isle of Skye for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then I want to do Gretna Green because then I would have had to go home. If I can get my prescription, my laundry done, and the post opened, then I can go to the Isle of Skye for 3 days.
Right.
I might stay in Pluckton tonight.
Right.
Then I can go and do the Glencairns.
Glencoe on the way down,
yeah.
You can't come up here and go down the fucking A9 again. You've got to go down that A82.
So all of a sudden, I'm not in the pressure to get home for Friday to take my tablets. So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
The other reason I'm in Loch Carron today is they've got a kilt shop.
They have, the weavers.
Now, there's one... If I offend one person, that's one person too many for me.
Right.
And I don't want to put a kilt on if it's going to offend anybody in any way, shape or form. But I want to say it as... And it's not there to offend
I wear
anybody.
a kilt now and again, and if it offends anyone, fuck them.
Sorry.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got Americans wear them, you know what I mean? Fucking everybody wears a kilt.
I want to do it as a thank you to the Highlands.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you so much for what you've given me, because it's like I said, it throws out all that shit at Inverness, and it's filled it all the way back up on the way round.
Yeah.
And I'm half glad today. I'm gutted and I'm half glad. I'm gutted that I couldn't go over the Applecross Pass.
Yeah.
Because I think it's something I need to do.
definitely. It's not going anywhere.
No.
That's for sure.
And I'm always going to come back.
And you're going to come back.
I'm definitely going to come back.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what has made me realise as well, because I came out of Applecross again. Now, I went down the coastal road yesterday, but I came back up it today to come back to Lochcarron.
Right.
It's 2 different roads.
Aye, there is. Yeah.
I've seen things today that I didn't see yesterday because they're here. But coming this way, you see them.
You see them.
I mean, there's one I've put on there today of, and by the way, the Scottish weather makes the Highlands come alive.
It does, Did you see the colours in the place yesterday?
Today when it was pissing down and it was, it's been raining all night, it's been raining today. Then waterfalls, you're like, how the fuck am I in Scotland? Look at that. Look at that.
And see, when you go to Skye, you'll probably want to do the ferry.
Oh, I'm going to do
fucking pools, ferry pools, which is something to see, but seemingly there's another one further on that's a lot better. I don't know. I've not seen that one. That's a yokels one as well.
But even then, I was even thinking then, do I cut the Isle of Skye to one day? But everybody said to me, you need more than one day in the Isle of Skye. I'd like 2 or 3 days. So if the next hour goes the way I want it to do, laundrette, tablets, and the mail gets opened, then I can stay.
Right.
And that's my aim, is to stay. But it's just been the best way to describe it is, and I was thinking about, I don't do the TikToks to make friends. I couldn't give it to us. I want to show people what this beauty is. And I thought of something the other day. There were a couple of things. Every solitary European driving license, D or SL or PL or DL or NL for Netherlands, I've seen them all. Yeah. Everybody wants to come and do this NC500.
Oh, they do, man. What's CK, by the way? Do you know what CK?
Czechoslovakia. So you see them all. I've seen Americans. Yeah. But the one thing I thought of when I was driving over it, and I think I'm right because I've done a little bit of research on it, right? Every 7 wonders of the world have all been man-made. Yeah. God made this.
It's God's country,
made this. And when when God made this, he wore a kilt with a set of bagpipes. Yeah. And he sang when he was doing it, and he knew exactly what he was doing up here. Because it's just the most, and I've had a couple of comments which, look, I'm a football fan. Yeah. And people say to me, do you hate Liverpool? No, I don't. No. Do you hate Man United? No, I don't. There's only one team I care about on a Saturday, and that's Everton. Yeah. Aye. There's only twice I want Man United to get beat. There's only twice I want Liverpool to get beat, is when they play us. Right? So it's the same with, England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. If this was in England, I'd be just as complimentary. Yeah. If this is in Wales, I'd be just as complimentary. Ireland, I'd be just as complimentary. I can only comment on what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, and there's nothing quite like it up here.
There's nothing quite like it in the world, I don't think. If there is, somebody send me the video of it.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big traveller. I've not been to many places. I've been to Greece and stuff like that, Spain and stuff like that. But, not a great traveller. But see, any time Scotland, I've been all over it as much as I can. The thing I've still to do is the islands. I've been to a couple, but I've not been to them all. But being Scottish, living in the central belt, and then for years and years and years, never looked at any of this. And it's only in my later, I'm 52. It's only now that moving up here because of family and stuff like that, it's only now I'm getting to see it. And like you, when we did that, I was, wow. Why have I not been seeing this? Why is it taking me to 50 to come and see this?
My cousin, Jackie, follows me on TikTok. And she rang me up 2 days ago. She said, how many times are you going to say fucking wow? I said, I don't know. I said, I can't help it. So when you get out the van and you're videoing it, the words in your mouth are fucking wow. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And I would like to apologise to anybody that is following me on TikTok because Scousers don't have punctuation marks. No. Our punctuation mark is either fuck or it's that and I can't be asked doing that so if I do swear too much on TikTok, I apologise. If anybody's offended, please take my apology.
Don't worry about it.
I can't fuck it up. My sister-in-law said, stop swearing. I can't help it.
You've got to be real, man. You've got to be you.
And this is me. This is me.
Aye. And you seem happy, and you've got happier and happier and happier as this journey has went on.
200%. Yeah. 200%. And the thought of the best, another big compliment I can pay the Highlands or Scotland is, you've just said then you've been to Greece. Yeah. Okay. And I bet you by day 8, you're almost ready to come home.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everybody is.
I'm not a traveller, so by day fucking 2, 3, I'm done.
I am a traveller, right? By day 8, I want to come home.
Yeah.
I'm on day 8 now, and I'm looking for medication and a laundry to stay for another week or 2. I'm not ready to go home. Nowhere near ready to go home.
Yeah.
The only problem I have got, it's created a bit of a problem for me,
Right.
is some of my best mates, can I borrow your motorhome? Can I borrow your motorhome? The answer now, lads,
Everybody
is
wants a fucking
no,
loan of it.
No, nobody's having a loan of that motorhome. The only person I will lend it to is my ops director, and that's it. But nobody else. It's too good. It's home from. It's mine and his home.
Aye.
It's mine.
It's home for home, innit? It's like
exactly that. It's exactly that. Exactly that.
Business never stops.
No, but unfortunately, I can wait for another 10, 15 minutes.
So, I mean, it's nice to hear all about the nice things in Scotland and stuff like that. I want to just go back a wee bit, and there's a reason I want to go back a bit, because this podcast is all about, or it has been all about, helping people, mental health, different journeys, people's pathways, and things like that. Now, you've come to me saying within minutes I had a noose around my neck. What drove that? There must in my head, right? Me, the type of guy I am, there's not just one thing puts you there. There's a cataclysm of several things puts you there.
Yeah.
Whether it's from being a child, whether it goes back way, way back, or whether it's recent, or whether it's like the divorce. But I think that's not the only thing.
Do you know what? If I'm totally honest, James, right,
Bailey's one. My shot.
Yeah. I think if I'm totally honest, mate, losing my mum was the camel that broke the straw's back, probably.
Right.
You know, and it was probably, who are you talking to? There's nobody there. I think it was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, if you go through a divorce.
So the straw broke the back. What was on the fucking back to cause the
divorce I was going through was.
Yeah.
I mean, mate, it's the second time I've been married. The first time I was divorced, it's never nice when you break up.
No,
it's never nice.
Never,
you know, nobody cheated in our relationship. It's just the problem I've got now going forward, which I'll come back to your question in a minute.
Yeah.
The problem I've got now going forward is I needed to find Wayne before I could find anybody else.
Yeah.
And the problem I've got now is I've found Wayne, and I really have found Wayne. I've certainly found him this last 8 days. The problem I've got, I don't know if there's room for anybody else. Right. I'm so happy on my own.
Which is fine.
I'm so as long as I've got. I mean, God help me if anything happens to this little wee fellow here.
Yeah.
But going back, the divorce I went through was so bitter and so vindictive and so horrible. You know, and losing my mum, it absolutely did break me. But I've always been one of them where, you know, my glass has always been half full.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not one of them lads that, you know, I always try to make today better than yesterday.
Right.
And if I can make somebody smile along the way, I've had a good day as well.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So when you said you lost Wayne, who the fuck's Wayne? Who's he?
I don't know.
The guy that you lost. Who's?
Wayne was probably. I'll tell you what's coming. I'll tell you what else this journey's done for me.
Yeah.
I've always been one to give and give and give and lend and give, and I've had the piss taken on me for years.
As you do. Of course, you're a giver.
Yeah, mate. You see some people, and this journey's made me become not selfish.
No.
But not as fucking soft either.
You've been up here too fucking long, mate.
Not as soft. Nowhere near as soft. Yeah. Look, as a kid brought up in the 70s, my mum had problems. My mum and dad split up. They had problems. But maybe there was something subconsciously going on in the back of my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know why. Am I glad that he jumped up and I didn't kick the chair?
Yeah.
All fucking day long.
Yeah.
All day long. Cause
so is that how far you were? You were there?
Yeah.
Noose on, ready to go.
About to go. About to go. And he jumped up. The next thing I know then, I was...
So at that point, that's no cry for help. That's I'm checking out.
I was checking out, mate.
Yeah.
I was checking out.
Yeah.
And that's why I think now if you wake up... Now, I'm not saying that if I lived up here, would I take these views for granted? Would I go and see them every day? I probably wouldn't. But as a short fire trip round, take everything for granted. The world's a beautiful big place.
It is, yeah.
You know, it's a North Wales is a beautiful place. You know, up in North Wales, Anglesey, over the back end of Shell Island. You know, North Wales is a beautiful place, and I've probably had since that day 2 years ago. I've probably had my best 2 years on this planet.
Yeah. And what do you think? Do you think maybe June passing? Because we've already agreed she'll never go anywhere.
No, she won't.
Do you think June passing was maybe that thing to say, right, Wayne, stop, enough, slow down? Do you think that was maybe that?
No, because the biggest achievement on my CV, and I hope my daughter watches this and puts up my headstone or whatever she decides to scatter me, because it will be scattered, it won't be a headstone. I hope she watches this and sees the biggest achievement in my life was my mum sitting at my dining room table and her words was, "I'm so proud of what you've done." Yeah. So proud of what you've done. Good. And that's the most, you know, forget all the 105 vans, forget the business I've got. That sentence was my biggest achievement in life. By a country mile. By a country mile. Nothing has ever come close to touching that.
Yeah, it's funny that.
Yeah. Nothing has, you know, I'm not sounding frivolous. My business is successful and I do really well out of it. But that is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Yeah. Is when your mum says, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, son. That touches you there, and you can take that with you forever. Yeah. Forever and ever and ever.
I'm from a broken home, and for years and years and years, my mother said, "You're just like that bastard up the road." But I was brought up with another guy, Jimmy Hunter, and he was a salt. He was absolute fucking diamond, you know. And I was brought up with him, so it confused me for years. I was like, "How the fuck can I be anything like him when I was brought up with you and Jimmy?" Yeah. So if I'm anything like anyone, I'm like used to, because I never seen him. He was biological father, more or less, you know. And I think I was 49. Was the first time my mother said to me, "Proud of you. You're loyal. It's rare, and you fuck all like that bastard."
Do you know what?
Fucking 49, no, you know.
I didn't want to talk about this, but when I was 9 years of age, my mum gave me up.
Right.
My real mum. Yeah. Okay. And we were put into care. Okay. She had a mental breakdown. Yeah. Right. And I have the ability to. The box is locked in my head, and the key is chucked away. Yeah. The key is chucked away. And it came to and that's why I say my glass is always half full. Yeah. Me and my mum have always had a relationship. Even when I was in care, she'd come and see me, ring me, come and see me, ring me. It's just she wasn't well enough to look after me.
And is this June?
Yes, this is June.
Right, yeah.
So I remember, I think it was she passed away in November 2 years ago this year. I think it was the October or the August of that year. She was sat at my dining room table and she burst into tears. Yeah. She said, "Son, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you when you were 9. I said, "Mum, I'm going to stop you there right now." Yeah. She went, "Why?" I said, please, I'm going to stop you." I said, "Mum, that box is locked in my head." Yeah. Because my foster parents were pricks. Yeah, yeah. They're horrible bastards. Right. I said, "Mum, that box is locked in my head and the key is thrown away. I have the ability to keep that shut, Mum." I'd never revisit it. I said, "I can't change what happened yesterday." I said, "However, Mum," I said, "what I'm going to thank you for," I said, "for putting me into care." She went, "What are you on about?" I said, "Mum, I've boxed in front of Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno. Right. I've ridden at Ascot. I've ridden at Cheltenham. I've ridden at Newbury. They wouldn't have happened if you didn't put me into care. That path took me on a different path. Yeah. And I've got the ability to see that path took me on a different journey. Yeah. You know, and it's the path I went on. I probably would have followed my brother's path of in and out of prison. You know, being a little bit of a tearaway. Yeah. But the path I went on, although they were foster parents were fucking robbers, like, but that path was then chosen for me.
But see that box?
Yeah.
Alan and I have done this for a long time. We're great believers of getting the fucking box, unlocking the fucking box. Everything that's painful inside that fucking box, it's not yours to carry anymore.
No, it's not.
When that's not your shit. That's someone else's projection onto you. So that box, what's the point you carrying that any longer? Because it's locked. It's locked and it's in the back of my mind. You can say all that shit all you want, right? It's locked. No. Fucking open it, and kick fuck out the demons that are in it, and then throw it away so that you can fucking rise.
The flip side to that coin is, my sister's box has never been closed. Right. Never been closed. Right. and I see it eat her alive every day of her life.
Yeah, but that's your sister.
Yeah.
But if you deal with your fucking box first, maybe you can then fucking go deal with her box with her.
True enough.
Get it fucking opened. Dealt with the demon. Blow the fucking doors off it, and then squash it. And see when you're at Sky, throw the fucker away.
Yeah,
Get in that van and throw the cunt.
Good man, Jim. Good man.
Trust me.
Yeah.
That box is no yours to carry. That's somebody else's shit. Why would you carry it?
Yeah,
and I
true.
bet you the minute you deal with it, you're going to walk like you're fucking 10 feet.
I'm already 10 feet now.
Exactly. So deal with the box well you can.
Good
Because if you go back down the road and back into fucking work and everything like that, June's fucking transport is a waste of time. Because you've not dealt with the box. Because she's fucking here for you to deal with that shit and get rid of it. You're already doing, sorry, that was sticking to me. You're already doing the fucking lovely part, the nice part, you're sharing it. Why not just fucking deal with it all? Now, here. You know, the box, the noose, the fucking lot. Fling it to fuck. Over that bridge at Sky. Find a spot that's just for you and fucking sit and deal with it. Aye. And listen, if it becomes too much, you can fucking phone and I'll run over.
I know you would.
You're 40 minutes away at Sky.
I know you would.
I would run over and sit with you. And you can chuck it all at me, right? But please deal with it.
You're a top man, James. Top man.
And I'm not here to fucking bring up ill.
No, I know you're not,
you.
mate.
I'm not trying to bring you down. I'm just thinking, well, you're doing all this wonderful stuff. You've told me there's a box. Kick fuck out of it. Get rid of it. Right? Now that's going to bring me to another box that I want to give you. And I want you to symbolise the box in your head with this box. Because when I went, this is from, and I know Alan's going to watch this, and this is something that he created that only goes to people that mean something. And you're one of the few people where there's a meaning to this. And when I went into the box yesterday of these, this was the first one that come out. Then I started looking at your TikToks and I was like, my heart was pounding like fuck, because this means everything. And now that we've had this conversation,
it means more.
It's in a fucking box, right? So just bear with me. This is for you. That's for you, right? And see that? See this?
Yeah.
That's your box. We've opened it there. There's not another man on this planet deserves that cup more than you.
Oh, mate.
It's a fucking token. It's a little fucking something.
Do you know what, mate? It's...
There's not another one of them.
No.
And it was Alan that created that.
Well, Alan, thank you, my man.
But he knows you're not getting that just for a fucking whim and a sake and for camera fucking likes or anything. This is because of that box. And that this is all connected. I fucking firmly believe that shit's connected. Me seeing you on TikTok, you telling me your story, me picking out that box, your mum being here, you telling me there's a box in your brain that's locked away. Here, get it fucking squashed, get it chucked to fuck, and get that on the fucking hanger.
Squeeze on it.
Yeah.
And do you know what? And do you know what? It's like.
And how could I make that up?
You couldn't, mate. It's been on that fucking chair. Right, and I'll tell you something else as well.
Yeah.
This isn't me podcasting shit like that. But something pushed me to.
Yeah. Mate.
Something pushed me to, James. And
you've no idea how I'm tingling all over because honestly, of this shit.
Something pushed me to. And it's probably.
Yeah.
That's it. Because look.
You need a stranger to tell you to deal with the fucking box.
Yeah, you do, mate.
And when? How can you have all these fucking things in your life? All these positive things, the journey and everything like that, and not fucking squash a box that's full of shit that's not yours. None of it. Not fucking one bit of it. Now, I don't need to know the details of the ugliness of that box, but none of that's yours. No, and you will not walk tall until you fucking squash it. And then, like you said, I can't because of my sister. You can maybe then go fucking help her.
Wow. There you go, wow again, twice.
Sorry, you're a scouser.
The fucking wow is great, isn't it? But listen, and it's like I said, you know, I don't do this. Look, and I've just told you I've got a successful business.
Yeah.
I am not doing TikTok for thousands and thousands of followers. I'm not.
Me either.
Right?
I'm doing them for guys like you.
All day long, mate. And you know, next week, if I go down to Land's End, and I hope they don't, and I'll tell you why I hope they don't. I'll tell you why, and I pray they don't. If all the Scottish people that follow me stop following me because I've gone somewhere else, please don't. And I'll tell you why. Because the heart up here is so warm. Okay, some of these people I've never met.
Yeah,
I feel like I've known them for years.
That's it.
They're sending lovely messages, and it pops up. And I feel like I've known them for absolute years.
Yeah,
Big Ian
right.
messages me every day or puts a post on there every day.
Every day.
And do you know what's rare? And I can say this all hand on heart. Because look, before I started doing TikTok videos, mine was stupid videos with my daughter and my dog and being a dickhead in the back garden, as we all do.
As we all do, aye.
But I've watched some people that have grown very, very quick on TikTok.
Yeah.
And every one of them, every now and again, there's one lad, and he doesn't do nothing special. His TikTok is called Tea Time with Cole.
Right.
Right. And he's dry but funny.
Aye.
He is dry but funny, and he's a good watch.
Yeah.
Boring as fuck, but funny.
But funny.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, you can lose yourself for hours with that shit,
mate.
man. Yeah.
But do you know what? Every second day, he's replying to some dickhead being negative to him.
See, I ignore them. I ignore them.
All day long.
Yeah.
But do you know what? On this journey for the last week since last Sunday,
Yeah.
I haven't had to ignore them. Do you know why? There's not been one.
There's none there.
There's not been one. There's not been one. There's not been one heartfelt, heart-warmed, I'm loving your journey, mate.
Yeah.
Because, and I'll tell you what surprised me more than anything. Because when I done a TikTok in Wales on Shell Island and I put my age 51, I got barracked by a load of fucking blokes. I thought, why is it blokes? Because all the women are putting nice posts and the blokes are putting, oh, I don't like that nice post. I thought,
jealousy,
get the fuck out of my life, you prick.
Yeah,
you're not going to keep me awake at night because you're sat in your bedroom and I'm seeing that, mate.
Yeah.
But I looked at it yesterday and I don't know what made me look. I went to the settings on my iPad. 40, I think it was 45% a male, and 55% a female. Yeah, there's not been one bad comment. It's
brilliant. Yeah.
It's phenomenal, mate. And for that, thank you, Scotland, once again. Thank you.
It's not
once
over
again.
yet.
Oh no! Over yet. Tell you if that pharmacy can sort me out, I'm here for another week.
Aye. Well,
and on that note, you better start wrapping up because you are eating into my fucking Highland journey.
Well, I was going to say we're only at 42 minutes. I usually do this for an hour.
Well, you've had your 42.
I've had my 42 fucking minutes. Typical fucking Scouser.
Do you know what? I tell
Tight
you what,
on everyone, these bastards.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
You give them a cup and they fuck off.
No, fucking no whiskey. No, that's
There's
why.
fuck all in it, right enough.
I'll tell you why. When I got to Ullapool, I had every intention of, and this is me itchy feet now. Yeah. Right? I had every intention of recharging my batteries. He's fast asleep underneath my feet. He was knackered and I was knackered. Because they're driving 4 or 5 hours a day, stopping and windy roads. That's concentrate. I mean, you should always concentrate when you're driving. Yeah. But this takes your concentration to a different level.
Different level.
Different level. So you get home at night and you've had your couple of pints. Get in for about 8 o'clock and you're knackered. And I'll tell you how knackered I am. My motorhome, I've got a 12-inch TV that sits on the bed while I'm travelling and goes on the dining room table when I'm sitting. Yeah. I've not plugged that telly in once in a week.
Brilliant.
I've not plugged it in once.
Fucking brilliant.
In fact, if there's a family that needs a 12-inch TV on the Isle of Skye, give me a message and I'll drop it off to you.
Aye.
And it's got a fire stick attached to it as well.
There you go.
You can have that. You can have it. But when I got to Ullapool, I had every intention of thinking, I'm going to stay here for 2 days. I'm going to recharge my batteries. Yeah. But when I woke up in the morning, I thought, and it's a bit like I am with you now. Yeah. I'm sitting in this podcast and I've enjoyed every minute, but I'm thinking, there's more Scotland.
There's more to go.
I'm
sat here on Mars.
That's exactly how I felt in Ullapool. Yeah. You can't stay here for 2 days. It's a big world.
And when it's raining, it's a good day to travel.
Mate, it's not just a good... Yeah. Look, Scotland has blessed me with... I had 4, 5 days of glorious sunshine. Yeah. And it was glorious. Nice. And Scotland looked fantastic with it. Scotland's given me its true colours today. Yeah. And today has been my favourite day.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. You wait, see all this false light in here. Wait till you walk through that fucking door. It's just going to go boom again. You know what I mean?
It's the waterfalls.
Aye.
You look, you're sitting there and on my TikTok, I'm no Tom Cruise. I'm not Brad Pitt. I'm not an actor.
But he is Wayne 21. Yeah. Wayne 21 if you want to follow.
I'm not Tom Cruise or anything like that. I cannot act my emotions out there. Yeah. That's what this country does to you. Yeah. It makes you go. And you know what? I'm gonna some bloke inspired me today. Yeah. And it's on the coastal road from Applecross to here.
Yeah.
You know that's quite high up at some places.
Yep.
On the highest point of the coastal road, right? And I hope I don't offend young kids now. There was this old man, and say he's about 60 plus, right?
Yeah.
Say he was about 60 plus. His job was to sit there with a pole to say stop and go. Stop and go. It is fucking pissing down. It's blowing. Me fucking van's going like this.
Yeah.
It is blowing and it's pissing down. And I wound my window down. I went, "You're a fucking hardy man, you mate."
Yeah.
He smiled.
Aye. Made his day.
He smiled, but it made my day because I thought, Generation fucking X, you mate. You are one of the old school. Give me a fucking job and I'll do it to the best of my ability, but I'll smile while I'm doing it.
Fucking brilliant.
You go and find me an 18-year-old to go and sit on that mountain and turn that pole. They won't.
They'll be like that. What are you saying? Oh.
Which way do I turn it? And by the way, I'm fucking bored now.
Somebody shouting, "You've got that post the wrong way round."
His smile made my day.
Probably made his, to be fair.
He made my day. When he smiled back at me, I thought, you sat there, you're soaked from head to toe. You're getting blown. You're turning a pole. You're a fucking legend in my eyes, you mate. Absolute legend. And if he ever gets to watch this, I don't know what his name was.
Well,
he was on the top of Applecross. Mate, fucking legend. Absolute legend. Right, I have more waterfalls to see.
You've more waterfalls to see. Right, I'll play us out with this. Just a wee ditty. Just a wee happy scatching. Be pegging the rejected.
Do you know what, mate?
It's good to chat, like.
I'm going to show you somebody now.
Yeah.
Right, if I can get it. And then you are the spit. All my tattoos are done by a chap called, I can't say him because he's Andrew Marrow. Oh, the internet's not good. You're the spit of him. I wonder if I can get him up on.
Right, well, I'm going to say, well, he keeps blathering after he says he doesn't want to blather anymore because he's wanting to go to fucking waterfalls. Now he's wanting to show me who I look like.
You are the spit of him, mate. You are absolutely the spit of him.
Oh, wow. There's a familiarity there.
Yeah, you've reminded me the whole time round.
Got the fucking hair, like.
Mate, you're
it's going,
you are the spit of Maz.
Can I show that?
Yeah, of course you can. He does all my tattoos back home.
Can you see that? That's me.
Honestly, you're the spit of him, mate. I was thinking about the difference between him is. I feel like you've taken some pain away from me. That twat inflicts pain with his fucking needles. And tattoos do work, kids. Stay away from
Well, that's the plan. Right, listen. Parting comment for me is, that's the box. Fill it with a shite and get rid of it. Put that on a hanger somewhere, and you're already fucking on that anyway. Yeah. This was all meant to fucking be for some bizarre reason.
I agree.
I agree. June, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for chatting to me. Thanks for spending the time. But please, don't waste the time up here. You've been up here for a reason. I've been chucked in your way for a reason, and it's that. Yeah. Get it fucking dealt with.
So I'm going to put the good stuff in it now?
No, that doesn't go back now.
Doesn't go back in, nothing goes
That's
back
all
in
your shite that's in there. Your mum can go in there. That.
Can I give you my closing comments?
Yes, it's your turn. Fuck's sake, yes. Hang on. Let me get you on. There you go. Camera.
Scotland, you've been jaw-droppingly amazing, awe-inspiring, soul-fixing, and such a beautiful place to be. Yeah. And I'll tell you, if anybody's out there as a solo traveller, as I am, okay, I had a little bit of anxiety before coming here. Mm-hmm. Fuck me, the Scots got rid of it very quickly. There's no anxiety here, Paul. Come with us. Come with us. Yeah. Get up, get out, go fucking find it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
James, thank you, my man.
Thank you very much,
Cheers,
mate.
pal.
Thank you.